Hey, welcome back to my channel. I just saved a bundle on Daylight. That tap dancing you hear in the background is Kaya. She's been out, she's been fed, she's been loved. She won't stop tap dancing. So apparently she wants your attention and you may hear some clickety clacks. I do apologize. Maybe you can think of it as an ASMR hum in the background. So this is going to be just a drama salad, a hodgepodge of beauty and random ramblings. Um, I had a crazy weekend. I feel like it was too short. Even a bad weekend is still good because it's the weekend, but I'm already in my pajamas and I am having a cup of coffee because I'm about a quart low on caffeine today. I only had 1 cup this morning. And I had to do some things, but I usually really like to have two, and I was feeling it without it. So this is a nice treat, more coffee. So my husband was in the dentist chair this weekend, and I knew that had he been in the lobby and able to speak without instruments in his mouth, he would probably want me to go to the Ulta across the street and buy myself a few things. So that's what I did because I knew that's what he'd want. And I did finally get some of the other stuff that I wanted. This is the Draw It Out peel mask that I saw Nick Snider recommend, and he does a demonstration of that on his channel. Links below. And this is also one he recommended, which is the papaya and citrus, which I haven't tried yet. This is the first one I tried, which you may have heard me mention before, and it is amazing. I love this. All three of them smell wonderful. So, and I'm all about the aromatherapy. When if I'm not wearing Vera Wang, I will wear this lately, which just smells so amazing. If you go by a department store, you want to spritz this on. Much cheaper on Amazon though. It's the Indian Garnet, I think, and it is Bvlgari.
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 That's what I said. Now, let me tell you about the Ulta in Toledo on the weekend. If you go on a Saturday, midday, it's going to be worse than the DMV. There were 3 cashiers, and the line was still all the way down this one aisle, which gave me lots of time for impulse buys, and this was one of them. I have been wanting a makeup setting spray, which is disturbing. Smells good, but you spritz your face and then you wait, and I can't help notice that even this matte makeup setting spray makes me look kind of shellacked. Like I can feel it on my face too. It's perfect that I use the Renaissance palette by Anastasia of Beverly Hills because this has become kind of a restoration project. The weather right now is so cold still. There's my Renaissance, modern Renaissance. It's so cold that my skin was just like so scaly and so dry. It looked like a Renaissance painting that had been had like the little crackles in it. I've been, scrubbing and moisturizing every day, which has helped. And of course, you got to stay hydrated and get your sleep. So while I was online at Ulta, a very pretty girl next to me, maybe late 20s, gets a compliment from my cashier, not hers. My cashier says, I just absolutely love that eyeshadow. And the girl looks irritated and goes, and then her cashier goes, yeah, it's really nice. And she goes, it's bronzer. It's like, you're going to get semantical. You can't just say thank you. That bothered you. She was such a witch that I wanted to go, really? I would think, some of your makeup would be blood of a virgin or, eye of a newt. A lot of drama channels have been speculating about John Kuckian making 6 Tati videos about her vitamins. 6 of them. And my feeling about that is, of course he did. He's trying to sweep his other behavior under the rug, and those 6 videos are just the ottoman and the chairs and the furniture that he put back on top of it to weigh it down so none of that crap comes back up. So I watched a little bit of, I think it was the first part of the first one, video that Kuckian did on Tati regarding these vitamins. And I was curious to see if he'd address, any of his odd behavior, which he just hasn't. But he did say, like, in the beginning of this video, because he cannot help himself, he has to say something prickish. He's like, she claims to be 37. Like, you piece of crap. She is 37. She doesn't claim to be. Like, he even doubts that. He thinks everyone else is a liar. I wonder why that is. He thinks everyone else is pulling something. He cannot see anyone in a good light. He had to make a dig, right? So that brings me to something I really wanted to talk about, and that is hate watching. Do you get enjoyment out of hate watching? I can see how people do. I do to an extent. Um, I can watch somebody and I really enjoy observing everyone, but if I really start to dislike them, it feels counterproductive. It just feels like a waste of my time. I'd so much rather be either helping people or watching something that's uplifting, that enriches me in some way and allows me to go out and to be, better for other people, better for my family, better for myself. Those are a good use of your time. There's nothing wrong with the guilty pleasure of hate watching, and I have done it even this week. I probably once a day will click on somebody I don't like just to see what kind of a read I can get on them. And once I feel that I have a good or full read on someone, there's no reason to watch anymore. um, there have been a couple of people where you may not like them, but you're kind of worried about them anyway. If I watch somebody to a point and then I find myself getting frustrated, I have to disengage because I don't want to spend my time thinking ugly thoughts. And I can go to that place in my head where I'm just like, oh, I really can't stand this person. And that's a beast that needs to be fed, isn't it? So there's only so much of that we should do. Hate watching is the junk food of YouTube. So you can absolutely indulge in it, but we may want to make sure that that's something we do in moderation. One person I used to enjoy hate watching, and I'm sure many, many of you just love her, adore her, is Trisha Paytas. Not my cup of tea. I don't hate that girl by any means. In fact, she's the kind of person you really want to like her. You watch her videos and it's so much fun. I actually looked at the apartments that she lives in, so I know that they're expensive. They're like at least 6,000 a month. And she's living in the penthouse. And it's so much fun to me to watch somebody living in LA who has no job. She could just like in the middle of the day go to the movies and just have a big popcorn and watch a movie and then go do whatever she wants. But then she started saying things like, I'm attracted to famous people. She wasn't saying it ironically. And I just can't. I can't. I met people like that. And to watch somebody just uh, be proud of such a shallow pursuit is difficult for me. And then you just started seeing other little things like lying to her viewers and not caring. 5 million people tell you you're saying mukbang wrong. Mukbang wrong. It's mukbang. She's not even going to try to say it right. She's going to go on television and still say it wrong. She does not care. And she can spend $1,700 on a Fendi keychain and not buy paper products for her house. I can send you tissues and napkins. They're not expensive. Please use them. I just don't want to watch Trisha because I feel like ultimately intentions are very important. And she's someone who likes to laugh. She's someone who likes to have fun. But more than that, she's someone who has people say terrible, terrible things to her. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to find myself saying, excuse me, mean things that are just unnecessary. Like if you dislike someone to the point where you feel you have to lash out at them, and they're just a stranger on the internet, let's face it, that's not right. So I can appreciate her so much more by not watching her. Then there was the matter of starting to tweet her ex. She would do anything to get his attention and she would say hateful things. And then when that didn't work, she tweeted, eat my taco. And like really weird stuff like that. Like, you're better looking than Brad Pitt. And like, after this guy just wanted absolutely nothing to do with her, she was. Now that I actually felt very bad for her. I really did because I don't think that devastation was faked. However, that relationship started. I don't think that devastation was faked, and I did feel for her for that. I just can't continue to watch her because I found myself feeling mean towards her, and I don't want, I just don't want to do that. And I don't tend to put mean comments even when I feel mean towards somebody, but I started to do that with her. So let me know in the comments who you watch that maybe you don't like very much, but are curious about, and tend to watch from time to time. I know a lot of you probably click on Mango. And obviously, if you're a drama channel, you're sort of obligated to click on channels you don't like because you have to see the goings on. And that's just working on your vlog. So I wanted to thank everyone for the love under my vitamin video. It was so much fun, and I really appreciate that you got it. A big thank you to my son, actor Zach Mills, who is smart and handsome and does nothing wrong. Thank you for lending me your talent. I know my son wants nothing to do with any kind of drama, so I appreciate any kind of collab he can give me. So I do appreciate all of you. As always, I don't speak for everyone, just everyone who wants to be right. So say it, a Hausfrau.